This time, it does not feel like speculation drifting in from the outside. It feels like movement, real movement. The kind supporters sense when routines change and focus narrows on one specific area of the pitch. Over the past few days around St Andrews, the conversation has not been about results or refereeing calls. It has been about balance, about what happens next if the centre of the side is reshaped. January has already left its mark. Familiar names have been linked away. Others are clearly weighing their options. With that comes a quiet understanding among supporters. If someone departs from the middle of the squad, a replacement has to arrive quickly to prevent momentum slipping again. What makes this situation different is intent. This is not casual monitoring or distant admiration. It is pressure being applied behind the scenes to get something done. That pressure is focused on a midfielder currently playing in Spain. According to reporter Ivan Quiros, Birmingham City are pushing hard to sign Jean Solis from Girona during this window. That claim has been backed up by Neil Solar, who reports that the offer on the table is significant and that Birmingham are going all out to make the deal happen. This is not a random opening. Solis has attracted interest elsewhere, with strong attention from Mexico already established, but circumstances at Girona have created an opportunity. Squad registration rules mean a non-EU slot needs to be freed, and Solis is the player available to move. For those following closely, the profile fits. He developed in Colombia, refining his game at Racing de Guacarí before progressing through Atlético Nacional's academy. By early 2022, he was already impacting senior matches, showing physical presence, positional discipline, and an ability to compete in central areas. That earned him a move to La Liga in 2023. Girona viewed him as a long-term project rather than an immediate starter, and his minutes reflect that. 12 appearances this season, 3 starts, just over 370 minutes in total. Enough exposure to learn, but not enough to settle. Despite limited game time, he remains well regarded internally. At Girona, he is still seen as a player with genuine upside. But development plans do not always survive registration constraints, and that is where Birmingham are trying to capitalise. From the stands at St Andrews, this link also ties into another developing situation. Mark Leonard is widely expected to move on this month in search of regular football. Reliable and versatile, but caught between roles, his departure would leave a clear gap in midfield rotation. Solis would not arrive as a finished product. He would arrive as energy, as competition, as a player with something to prove. And in the Championship, where intensity often decides matches before quality does, that matters. The key element here is urgency. Reports suggest Birmingham are not waiting, they are pushing. That alone separates this from the usual January background noise. It suggests clarity about what needs fixing and a willingness to act before the opportunity disappears. Nothing is signed, nothing is guaranteed, but this is not passive interest. It is an attempt to move first while others hesitate. For supporters, this story is not about glamour. It is about direction, about whether January becomes another month of reshuffling or the point at which the centre of the team is reshaped with intent. If this deal goes through, it will not just add a new name to the squad, it will signal how seriously the next phase of the season is being taken.